Yeah, here's Kevin again, showing off my late Roman army. I've loved this army. This was, I think, my first army ever, but I really loved the history of late Rome, probably because it was so colorful. The shields were cool. I loved the background story, right, where the Roman Empire is now starting to fall apart. You have an East and a West Empire. You have Christendom coming in. You've got the wars against the Sasanian Empire, the Franks, the Alemanni, the Goths. You've got the Huns inserting themselves, and you just have so many different types of troops. I mean, it's really moving now towards combined arms, where you've got cavalry and really cool cavalry, right, with cataphracts and I don't know. I just loved this period of Rome. So it's probably I want to just say like 250 to 650. Just here, just kind of picking it with your thumb, saying this is kind of where it is. But the wars against the Goths, and I think it's just fantastic. And so it's always been one of my favorite armies. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. I've painted it over probably a 25 to about 30-year period. So you can actually see the different types of troops, different manufacturers, and different painting styles. But I really hope that you enjoy it and, yeah, can use it for your own needs. Well, it's because, I put these armies up to give people inspiration and give some ideas for people how to build it, what other manufacturers' figures look like. And yeah, I just want to help my hobby and help my community. Well, it's been a long time since I've put up a video on YouTube. I was on vacation for about 6 weeks, so I apologize, but I'm going to get back to it. And what do we have here? We have, I just decided it might be a good idea to just finish up my Romans. Don't ask me why, I just had the fancy. But this is the late Roman army. So probably from about 350 or maybe 300 to 450, something like that. But it is built over 3 different time periods for me and 3 different sets of figures. And yeah, I'll show them to you. But most of the figures are, oh my gosh, Essex and Legio Heroica and maybe some Forged in Battle. So, I mean, a little bit kind of all over the place, to be honest. But I like them. So let's take a look at what I got here. Let's start always with the general. So I'll try to get down. Everybody says I don't do a really good job of getting down in here. But that's my general. And I have 4 different commanders. And you can see they're from different companies, different styles, but in the end they work out fine. I've had this army, or at least pieces of it, for an eternity. I think I started painting with this army and I just kind of morphed it. So these blocks right here in the front that I'll show you, and I'll pick up one, this is a unit. So with medium legionaries, with archers in the back, and this is kind of, well, you've got 2 parts here. One part is my first army that I painted a long time ago, probably 30 years ago, and I couldn't let him go. I don't know, just nostalgia, right? And then you have the newer pieces, right? These are coming in from Forged in Battle and Legio Heroica, and these are Auxilia. And of course, the painting style has gotten a little bit better. And yeah, I don't know, I've got just all kinds of units here, and it's really could almost be two separate armies because they fought each other a lot. So I always kind of was really interested in the battles of Constantine and the rest. But anyway, this is kind of my my take on it. So how did I mount it? Well, as you know, everything for me is on a 40 by 40 or an 80 millimeter frontage is a unit. Sometimes you could have larger units because I play Hail Caesar. And yeah, it just works for me. I've got so many different variations here of what I can do. And yeah, I just really, really loved this army. I've to be honest with you, I've never even played with it. Not one time. I just have had it in my shelf, but John and I we're gonna fix that because once he gets back from vacation, we're gonna be playing some more games. His wife gave him a pass to do that, so he's gonna come over here and we'll probably do a maybe a late Roman on late Roman. But I think they turned out pretty nice. These are Germanic war bands, and these are Franks and mercenaries, and they can be just about anybody, right? So I've got some of those, and I can bring in forces from the Goths. I can bring it in from the Huns, just about from any place to change the mix of the army. So anyway, there's some of the light cav. You can see that's the from Essex and things, but I think these are Legio Heroica over here. I think they turned out pretty nice, and yeah, but my painting style has changed quite a bit. So these are older figures and kind of a mix of Essex and others. And I don't know. I think they turn out pretty good. This is these are the different heavier cavalry. So here's your cataphrag put into a wedge, and these are definitely old Essex, painted to a nice style, I guess. And these looks like Old Glory to me, 15s. See, I got a little mix of everything in here. There's some more heavy troops. I think these are probably also Old Glory. I'm guessing. I think so. The horses look that way. And there's some Forged in Battle and Legio Heroica. I think the cavalry here turned out very nice. And I think these are the only ones that I actually have shield transfers on. Everything else was hand painted, and I don't know where I even got those. I don't have any clue where I got those shield transfers from, and no idea. Oh well. And then you've got some more heavy cavalry, just Germanic types and auxiliary types, and some with bow. And I think these are my original ones. These are the ones I painted when I was like 24 years old, something like that, I guess. I really like them. I got light cavalry in the back, so more of your spear light cavalry. I forgot, frankly, all the different names that come with this. These are some Hun auxiliary or mercenaries, whatever you want to call it. These are mostly Old Glory. There's some Essex mixed in there, but I think they turned out pretty decent. And then there's some more light cavalry bow here. These were some of the original ones that were painted, and more just light cav. So you could see it is a monstrous army. So I've got another row here I didn't show you of bow. So larger bow units. There's one, and there's two. And then we get the back line of auxilia. I think they turned out pretty decent. And yeah, I mean that's it. I mean it's a pretty pretty nice army as you come back. I mean, it's huge. I mean, look at that. It's just gigantic, and I'm standing way far away from the table. Um, it's quite a bit, but I like the Hail Caesar rules for flexibility and the ability to just kind of mix and morph. I know some of the other rules out there are really outstanding as well. Impetus is really great, and um, Meg is really great. Armati was super. Um, and oh, I mean, there's a couple more. I just bought another set from Big Red Bat. Um, anyway, I can't remember the name of the set of the rules, but with card driven. I think that's the one that some people in England play. That looks like a lot of fun. So I think that they all, as long as you're playing with somebody that you enjoy and there's lots of laughter and everything else, that doesn't really matter, in my opinion. We're just playing with toys and having fun. But anyway, that is the late Roman army, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll try to get my Byzantines put out next. That'll kind of conclude the Romans. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It to the strongest. That's the name of the rules. I couldn't remember. But anyway, it is a great army. I hope you enjoy it, and maybe it'll give you some inspiration or some ideas. I'm sure everybody out there can do a little bit of a better job. But I don't know. It's just mine, and I enjoy looking at it, and I pulled it out, and now I really want to play with it since I never have. So I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. I really made them for you and for others. It's not something for me to make money off of or anything else. I just like showing people what I've built and what I've done, and having the connections and the dialogue with everybody and people that write me and ask me questions, and how I modeled things and painted things. I really love that. And if I can help, that's why I'm doing this. And that makes me happy, actually, to do that. So I hope that you enjoy it. Hope you've had fun watching. I know it's probably a little bit longer than most of you actually wanted to watch, but hey, you could cut it off at any time. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.